today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New England Patriots. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First possession coming for the Raiders, and at quarterback their longtime starter in his 7th season, Derek Carr.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. On first down, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 catches, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
This pass from Carr taken in by Waller.
Darren Waller. A gain of 19 yards.
These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the passing, in the running game.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Carr. And that's incomplete.
Carr's pass.
Here comes the 7th play in this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Jason McCourty.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before.
3. Patriots, nothing.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So here comes the Patriots offense led by number 1, their new quarterback for 2020. That, of course, Cam Newton.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
5-yard line.
I don't don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down. No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and
again, they keep it on the ground, and again, it's Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
But when you go from 2nd to...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Asiasi with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Jones. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
There with the tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense. Hey, we're going to do what we do.
That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And the Raider
We
first
often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Well, CD, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs. Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this point.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Derek Rivers drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Patriots take over. The New England Patriots coming back out here, and CD 1-1 on the season for New England. Winners over Miami in the opener. Fell in a great ball game week 2 to the Seahawks, 35-30. But this was a game that the Patriots, they had a chance to win. Cam Newton stopped at the goal line on the final play of the contest. Even with the loss, so I think you'd have to say the Cam Newton experiment looks like it might really pay off. He's been pretty sensational.
He certainly has been. He's healthy. He looks a lot like Cam Newton. He's 31 years old, Brandon. This looks more like 25-year-old Cam, the way he's moving around and being a big part of their run game. And what I like as well is how New England has adapted to Cam in terms of how they're running offense. And I think he's starting to connect with Julian Edelman quite well. So when you look at this team.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Corey Littleton gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Step, and he's going to go down again. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A give. This is Michel. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
Raiders coming back out here to get the football, and they are off to a 2-0 start on the season. Maybe the most surprising 2-0 team in the National Football League. They got that win in week 1 against Carolina, and then they opened their new stadium with all the bright lights with a win over the Saints, albeit without Michael Thomas, but a great win nonetheless. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
On for the extra point is Folk. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Now Jones. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and his Vegas offense operate. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of
a very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Vegas, first down.
Still all sorts of time left.
Carr now on first down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the gun, Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller. As the first half is winding down, and the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
For the Raiders.
Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Rams who have the lead in the second quarter. The Rams trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see currently they trail in that ball game. Terry McLaurin, a strong performance there. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. 19-12 was the final. In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Again, it's Michel, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A play fake to Michel, now Newton. And this one's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
LaMarcus Joyner there defensively.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Trying for Edelman again, this time he's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
There's a nice catch there by Julian Edelman, and he's going to be a reliable target no matter who's playing quarterback. Topped 1,000 yards receiving for the 3rd time last season. I just love his story. College quarterback to one of the top slot receivers in the NFL.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And it's Michel once again. Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Carr. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. To throw again, Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And a Raider first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Carr now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Now Carr again. That's caught by Waller out left side.
Carr's pass.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas.
To number 11,
Henry Ruggs. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
at their own 27-yard line.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and
throwing again on second down. Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
To throw again on second down. Newton. That's caught over the middle by Asiasi. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll try to run it in, Michel. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Las Vegas.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Patriots ready to get the football back. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. But now it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the...
And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder, maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. On first down, it's Jacobs. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He's brought down at the 20.
Second and 7 from the 20.
brings up 2nd and 7.
What can Carr do now with his drive? And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
Today's final
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Las Vegas, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.